Hello. Welcome. My name's Carolyn. I don't know, I just lost the 15 seconds in and I already need some assistance from my trusty husband. Actually, it's okay, I think I got it. Sorry, folks, there we go. Okay, we're back. I have two screens happening here. I have this one screen that I'm using for my StreamYard broadcast, and then I have an additional screen where I'm following the comments on the Folk Unlocked platform. So I can see all your comments, so please type a comment, let me know you're watching. I'd love to chat with you here and there during the show. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'm just going to play this song. This is the title track off my upcoming album, Grenadine and Kerosene. Your desert sun, and I'm exhausted from the heat, my throat gets dry. My head spins too much to think you found me here. With my friends for a drink, this thirst survives. You are not what you see. You are grenadine mixed with kerosene. You are restless sleep spiked with caffeine dreams. When you're on my mind, you're like that glass of wine I should decline before my heart spills out of me. Oh, so I'll go home where I've got everything I need and tell myself to clear my head and breathe, I'm not alone. This is a transient thing, these thoughts don't mean my heart is broken or weak. And you are grenadine mixed with kerosene. You are restless sleep spiked with caffeine dreams. When you're on my mind, you're like that glass of wine I should decline before my heart spills out of me. Is my heart half empty or half full? My blood keeps pulling in the shape of you, a stain where you once stood. I need a cure, some elixir for this thirst. 'Cause you are grenadine mixed with kerosene. You are restless sleep spiked with caffeine dreams. When you're on my mind, you're like that glass of wine I should decline before my heart spills out of me. Oh, you are grenadine mixed with kerosene. You are restless sleep spiked with caffeine dreams. When you're on my mind, you're like that glass of wine I should decline before my heart spills out of me. Before my heart spills out of me. Oh, 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 hey. Oh, 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 hey. Thank you. Loving all the comments. Hey, Cord and Sophia. I imagine West isn't watching. He's probably in bed. Thank you, Dougie and Cheryl, my new friends, and Linda Louise. Met you guys at the conference, and I'm so happy I did. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. I feel really honored to be playing a showcase at Folk Alliance. This is my first Folk Alliance conference to attend, and You know, it's interesting to be doing it virtually, but I think that's the only way to do it right now safely. And it's nice. I can play my showcase, and I'm wearing slippers, and you know, I didn't have to get in the car. I didn't have to. The farthest I had to schlep my gear was downstairs. So hey, that works for me. Well, I hope you're all doing well tonight. I'm going to move into, already early in the set, I'm going to move into a more serious tune. This song was written about everything that's happening. I'm here in Denver, Colorado, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, and here in the U.S. And this song is about what was happening at our border with Mexico. It's called Across the Borderline. You woke up early before the sun rose. You packed some water and some worn out clothes. You got your girls up, whispered it's time to go. Took one last look before the door closed. You don't know what lies ahead, only what you've left behind. And you're searching for salvation across the borderline. Every footstep is a prayer. You beg safe passage till you're there. You hope God will give you refuge across the borderline. The desert miles are long, your muscles ache. Your belly's empty, how much more can you take? The sun keeps beating down, your girls are crying now. The water's low, time is running out. You don't know what lies ahead, only what you've left behind. And you're yearning for salvation across the borderline. Every footstep is a prayer. You beg safe passage till you're there. You can rest inside that refuge across the borderline. What could you do when the one who said he'd care for you sold out your trust for a quick fix and a buck or two? He led the wolves right to your door. You were not safe there anymore. No. When you arrived, you thought God heard your prayers, until a guard barked, you go here, those girls go there. Before you knew what had gone wrong, he had ripped them from your arms. Now they're frightened and alone somewhere. You don't know what lies ahead, only what you've left behind. Now you're yearning for your children across the borderline. And every phone call is a prayer. You beg safe passage till you're there. You ask God to reunite you. Oh, you thought God would give you refuge. Oh, God, please grant them strength and refuge. Oh, God, forgive us for these sins across the borderline. Well, my dad is watching on YouTube, and he says, it says William Shulman, then he wrote, Bill says, sounds really good. So I guess we're referring to ourselves in the third person. Awesome. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate you listening. He's my sound guy. He's my across several states sound guy. Oh, Thanks again for being here tonight. I have several more for you if you're up for it. So I have, as I mentioned, I have an album that's coming out soonish. And if you want to know more about that, you can sign my mailing list, which is at my website. I'll put it up on the screen here for you so you can, because I have this fancy thingamajig. There we go. How's that? Not bad, huh? You can sign my mailing list to be kept up to date about what's happening with that. This is another song off of that record. And it's called Time to Let It Go, and it's a song about changes in friendships and figuring out the best way to deal with that. And my friend Edie Carey, who's an incredible singer-songwriter, she's located here in Colorado Springs. She sang some gorgeous backing vocals on this song, so I can't wait for you guys to hear it on the album. I'm actually going to get rid of this banner because I think it blocks the guitar view, which is kind of weird. So we'll just forget about that. But anyway, this is Time to Let It Go. So many years you've been a friend of mine. So many years of reading between the lines. Was it always hard? I can't recall. Check the rear view mirror, but the glass is fogged. Maybe it's time to let it go. Maybe it's time to let it go. Oh, oh, oh. People change and people grow. Take diverging paths or a rocky road. They say a window opens when a door has closed. What if our door is stuck, the hinge is rusty and slow? Maybe it's time to let it go. Maybe it's time to let it go. You can use your words to heal or hurt. So you throw a barb, plant a few grenades in the dirt. Well, you hit your mark, I hope it felt real good. You called it friendly fire, said I misunderstood. I think it's time to let this go. I think it's time to let this go. I know it's time to let this go. I think it's time to let you go. Oh, oh, oh. Thanks, you guys. Hey, Jackson. Jackson is someone I met in the waiting room. They have waiting rooms at these conferences while you're waiting in a Zoom room to be put into another Zoom room. And Jackson is in Carbondale, Colorado. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Glad to see you. Actually, I want to be on this front. Next, I'm going to play a brand new one, like super brand new. The only person that's heard it is my husband. And this is called No Sad Songs, and it's, hang on a sec. I wrote this after a close friend of mine, like a really close friend of mine, passed away last month. And she'd been, I know I keep going from heavy song to heavy song to heavy song. I promise I'm playing something uplifting and happy after this. Thanks, Cord. Thanks, Cheryl. Appreciate it. So my friend had been dealing with a really aggressive form of cancer for 4 years, and she finally got to the point where there wasn't anything left that doctors could do for her, and she was really ready to go by the time that she went. And I was thinking about that a couple of days after she had passed, and also like just thinking about how she was ready. And in some ways that gave those of us who were left behind here some comfort, if that makes sense. And but I was also just thinking about happy memories with her, and she was such like a warm, loving, friendly person. She had the best smile. She always made you feel welcome when you were together. She was the kind of person that you just want to spend time with. And she loved to joke and laugh, and she was teasing us like right into her very last days. Like I had a FaceTime call with her, and she was like joking with me and trying to make me laugh, and that's just like her. So I was thinking about all of these things, and this is the song that came out of that. Well, don't sing her a sad song. She wasn't sad. She wasn't sad. That girl was fearless as she was strong. Knew what she had, knew what she had. She knew this was her time to move on. Sometimes life just does you wrong. She said she loved us, then flew along. So no sad songs. With dimpled smile and long blonde hair, she loved to laugh, she loved to laugh. I told her love will carry you where you're free at last, you're free at last. She said this was her time to move on. Sometimes life just does you wrong. She said she loved us, then flew along. So no sad songs. Oh, you couldn't tell her how to feel. She knew her heart knew what was real. And like a star that's come and gone, her light still shines, oh, it shines on. So no sad songs, now we're the ones left here behind. What can we do? What can we do but love each other and toast to life? She'd want us to, oh, she'd want us to. We knew this was her time to move on. Oh, sometimes life just does you so wrong. She said she loved us, then flew along. So no sad songs, oh, no sad songs. Thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate that comment. It felt really good to play that. Well, I'm going to follow my own instructions and not follow that with a sad song. I'm going to play sort of a quirky, goofy love song, and this is called Double Stars, and I was trying to write a song using the sun and the earth as a metaphor for a relationship, and I decided I didn't like that because the earth gets basically everything it needs from the sun, right? But what does the sun get from the earth? So I was describing this problem to my husband, Gerald, and he watches a lot of like Star Trek and Star Wars and all that space stuff. And he said, well, why don't you make it a binary star system? So I'm laughing because he's sitting like behind my computer smiling. Why don't you make it a binary star system? And I made fun of him and called him a big dork. And then I realized that was actually the perfect solution. So I not only had to eat my words, but I had to dedicate this song to him. So this is called Double Stars. We are matched together, double stars, pulsing parallel lights in the dark. Out in space, it's not so hard to see, with you right next to me, where I wanna be. Set your worries down, my weary one. Cool your burning core until the dawn. And if your gravity's too much to hold, let me be your sun till the morning comes. And as we spin through space and time on elliptical orbit lines, our love's the constant force that guides our courses through the sky. Steady now so we don't burn too fast. I need this light to last for another day. When my axis feels a little bent, when my energy is all but spent, when my wobble throws me off my track, veering towards the unknown black, your pull can guide me back. And as we spin through space and time on elliptical orbit lines, our love's the constant force that guides our courses through the sky. Steady now so we don't burn too fast. I need this light to last. On our own, the light we shed's too dim, and the cold could do us in. Other stars may beckon, burning bright, seeming warmer on dark nights. But our system's working out so far, and by chance or fate or physics, here we are. We are matched together, double stars, circling round inside each other's arms, rising, setting, lighting up the dark. It started with a spark and a dream inside our hearts. And as we spin through space and time on elliptical orbit lines, our love's the constant force that guides our courses through the sky. Steady now so we don't burn too fast. I need this light to last for another day. Thanks, y'all. Hey, Heather, I'm so glad you found the live stream here. Heather's a friend I met. Well, I guess we met through Jana Pokop, maybe Cheryl. And you know Cheryl, that's cool. I guess you guys went to Rocky Mountain Song School together, I'm betting, which is super cool. I love that there are like friends hanging out in the chat on my live stream. That makes me so super duper happy. Thank you for being here. You know, I know that there are lots of things you could be doing on a Tuesday night, and Heather's in Central Time, so it's pretty late there. It's like 10 o'clock. And there are lots of other live streams happening on Folk Alliance, and so I thank you for spending your time here. It means a whole lot to me. Let's see. Maybe the song school will happen this summer. We'll see. I have yet to go. I really want to go, and I live here in Denver, so I don't have a lot of, oh, Heather doesn't have to work tomorrow. Party! Woo! Yeah! All right. Anyway, I was saying maybe I can get to the song school one of these days. It's usually right before my daughter's school starts, so that can be kind of a stressful weekend to go to a folk festival. But one of these days. All right. This is a song called The Other Side, and it's about being in a rut and looking for a way to move out of that place. Let's see. Just want to make sure, too, that everything is sounding good. I was having some issues with my guitar distorting earlier, but I think I got it worked out. So if you're having out there if you're noticing anything odd with the sound, just put it in the comments and I'll try and address it, because I am running my own sound here tonight. Oh, good. Thanks, Cheryl. Appreciate that. Wish I could stop my mind running on overdrive, wipe my memory clean and start again. You'd get the best of me. Maybe that's all there'd be. No need to seek advice, no thinking twice. But that's not the world we live in. There's no boat to paradise. So I guess I'll just try swimming till I reach the other side. The other side. Well, this life won't lead itself, stuffed in a box on the shelf, collecting dust and killing time, waiting for some sign, some sign. But that's not the world we live in. There's no boat to paradise, so I guess I'll just try swimming till I reach the other side. Well, this time is all we have, and our days are flying fast, and I'm paralyzed upon the same old path. All these choices feel the same, and I cannot find my way. My broken compass cannot lead me back. Wish I could sail through the years to some future bright and clear. No rocks upon that shore, find what I'm looking for. But that's not the world we live in. There's no boat to paradise, so I guess I'll just keep swimming till I reach the other side. The other side, till I reach the other side. The other side. Thanks, everyone. I'm like imagining clapping in my head. That's what you have to do during a live stream. All right, well, just gonna get into double drop D here for this one. Folks at the conference, are you enjoying the conference? Are you having a good conference so far? Ooh, we just heard a door slam, which means our daughter's out of bed. Husband's on it. I have a 7-year-old here at home, and I hope I'm not keeping her up. I'm in the basement intentionally so that it's like the farthest away from her room that I could get. Oh, Cord, at first I thought you did like a middle finger emoji, and I was like, oh, I mean, I'm not that mad at her for getting up. But it was an okay sign. Oh, yes, the interview with Aeneas Mitchell and Margaret Atwood. I caught part of that, but I was distracted by some other stuff that was going on, so I need to go back and watch that one if it's still available. All right, I think I'm ready. Daughter's being dealt with. This is how you know it's live. Anything could happen. It's just part of the fun. All right, well, this one is called Sun in the Rain, and it was in, I was thinking about this drive that I had during a visit to North Carolina. My husband and I were in the Blue Ridge Mountains. My parents have a house out there, and it was a very, very, very foggy night, and we were driving down the mountain to go out to dinner. My parents were keeping our daughter for us. We were going to have this like nice date night, and the fog was super thick. I'm driving down the mountain, and I was white knuckling the steering wheel. It was super scary, but we made it. We had a nice dinner. I had a panic attack and a nice dinner and a nice cocktail. So this song, I was thinking about that when I wrote it, and it turned into a metaphor for dealing with anxiety. I don't know if anyone else out there deals with that issue from time to time, but I do, and this is about that. And my good friend Jen Hitt, I think Heather definitely knows Jen. Cord definitely knows Jen. Cheryl might know Jen because she's been to the song school too. Anyway, Jen sings some gorgeous harmonies on this song on the album, as well as John McVeigh, who produced it, and he also produced Cheryl's album. I don't want to live under this dark cloud, waiting for the sky to open up, waiting for the bottom to drop out, so I'll search for some blue sky. I'll search for the sun when the rain's falling down. Sometimes the fog obscures my sight, but still I press on, cautiously watching the road in my headlights, clutching the wheel till I make it home alright. And I'll search for some blue sky, and I'll search for the sun when the rain's falling down. Like a candle that flickers but stays lit, like a firefly that's windblown but won't quit. When my chest aches, my soul dark with its weight, I can look for the sun. I don't want to live under this dark cloud, waiting for the sky to open up, waiting for the bottom to drop out, but I see my blue sky. And I see the sun when the rain's falling down, falling down, falling down. All right. Sun in the Rain. Thank you. Thank you for the clapping. I hear it in my mind. Thanks. So yeah, I met Cheryl Brands. For the YouTube folks, there's a chat happening on my other screen at the conference site. I met Cheryl Brands. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. Is it Brands or Brands? Anyway, we met at the conference in a Zoom room, like you do. And turns out, John McVeigh produced her album too, and it's beautiful. And I went and listened to some songs. It's gorgeous. Go check out. Cheryl, feel free to put your website in the chat if you want. She has some great songs. And my website, again, for anyone who would like it, is carolynshulman.com. It's just my name.com. And there's no C in Shulman. And if you go there, please do sign my mailing list. That's the best way for me to keep you in the know about everything that's going on. And yeah, let's see. I'll do a few more for you here. Thanks for staying up late with me on a school night. And if you're viewing from the conference site and haven't checked out anything at the conference yet, it's super cool. You should go check out some of the other showcases after this or tomorrow. I think the conference goes through Thursday or Friday. Lots of cool stuff happening. Well, this is one that I wrote. I like to call it my pandemic-inspired folk song. But it's really not about the pandemic at all. It was more, I think, inspired by the pandemic because everything moving to being online has us just spending a lot more time on our screens. And that's what I was thinking about when I wrote this. I had a stupid fight with someone, probably about politics, on my Facebook page. And just couldn't believe that I wasted, like however many minutes, or it was probably hours, I don't know, of my life on this dumb Facebook fight. And so this song came out of it. And there's a reference to our former president in the last verse. And I'm happy to say that that verse is now a little dated. But, I'd rather have him gone and have my verse be dated than the other way around. So, yay. This is called Just Waiting. I wake up every day, get my morning started the same old way, with my big cup of coffee and the news on tap. I start scrolling mindlessly through the headlines on a glowing screen, and I'm driving on the train down a one-way track. I've got a lot of I just blanked on the lyrics. Got a lot of things to do, and a kid who needs some breakfast too. But I'm stuck inside this dopamine trap, and I'm just waiting for the world to change while I'm sitting on the couch, expecting better things while I'm shooting insults on a screen and fighting digital wars till I'm all burned out, till I'm all burned out. Oh, whoa, whoa. Well, the hours go by so quick in the black hole of one more click, searching for our little dose of fame. Complaining endlessly, shouting, everyone please look at me, while we shove our better selves out of the frame. Will someone stop this ride we're on? Don't wanna be another pawn in this race to the bottom kind of game. And we're just waiting for the world to change while we're sitting on the couch, expecting better things while we're shooting insults on a screen and fighting digital wars till we're all burned out, till we're all burned out. Oh, whoa, whoa. And it breaks my heart to know this is all we've got to show. Can we dig ourselves out of this hole? Now on Pennsylvania Avenue lives a little man who thinks he's huge, and he's full of hollow promises to sell. And he could kick off World War III with the power of one stupid tweet, but he doesn't care if he sends us all to hell. We've got a lot of work to do. Aren't you tired of excuses too? We can draw strength from a deeper well, 'cause we can't keep waiting for the world to change while we're sitting on the couch, expecting better things while we're shooting insults on a screen and fighting digital wars till we're all burned out, till we're all burned out. Oh, whoa, whoa, it's just burning us out. Oh, whoa, whoa, let's put the fire out. Thanks, you guys. All right, well, I think I'm gonna do one more for you here and then close it out. Oh, thanks, Heather. Thanks, Cheryl. Appreciate that. Well, this is a song that I wrote long ago. Thanks, Cord. Appreciate that. This is a song that I wrote many years ago. And this is another one where my friend Jen Hitt sings gorgeous harmonies on the album. In fact, so Jen and I know each other since some of you know her in the audience there. We met in college at Rice University and became really fast friends. And now we had been in separate cities for a long time, and now we're finally both in Denver. She lives 10 minutes from here. And maybe she's watching. Jen, if you're watching, hi. I don't know. She said she was going to watch, but I don't see her. Anyway, she sang a gorgeous harmony on this song. And it had to be Jen singing on this song, because she's always been the person that sings this song with me from the time that I wrote it when we were in college. Yes, it's that old. Maybe I shouldn't have revealed that. But, you know, when you write one that works, it works. And doesn't matter if a song is how long ago was I in college? I don't know. How old am I? I'm 40. I'm giving away a lot of personal information here. So like 20 years ago I wrote this song, but it doesn't matter if it's 20 years old or 20 seconds old if it works, you know. This is called The Deepest Blue, and thank you all again for being here. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening and a great conference if you're attending. And thank you. These moments of solitude are keeping me alive. They let me think of you, reminding me that I survived the deepest blue. And in this silence, one melody rings true. It reminds me of a song I knew, and it sings me to sleep like your lullabies when you cradled me inside the deepest blue. I know you see the same sky I do, and it brings me peace to know I loved you, and our twilight is melting into the deepest blue. So I can sleep now with the memory of you tucked safely in my dreams. And I don't have to cry for the first time. I know why our love has grown into the deepest blue. These moments of solitude are keeping me alive. They let me think of you and smile, reminding me to hold on to the deepest blue. Thank you so much, you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your very, very kind comments. It really makes it feel like there's a real audience when you're
playing to a screen, and I so appreciate it. And check out the rest of the conference. Donate to the Village Fund if you haven't already. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link there in the description where you can donate. And yeah, and check out my website, carolynshulman.com. Thank you. Hope you guys have a great night.